So I made a rant video yesterday. I guess you could call it kind of a rant video. Just talk about the current state of affairs and other things. And I got to thinking and reflecting about that video. And one of the things that I was touching on in that one is why I think it's kind of become a smart idea if you're able to stockpile any sort of goods in whatever form. I think it'd be a great idea. Case in point, the recent situation that happened in East Palestine, Ohio. A little bit of a ways from me, but not too far away. And there was an even more recent one that actually just occurred over in Arizona. Forgive me, I don't know the name of the city. I heard about it on alternative media source, because it's not something I saw at all in the access media, fake news, legacy media. But I digress. So I know one of the most important things for any form of stockpiling is water. Water is very much needed. Essential part of life. We all need it. And if you're trying to store any kind of water for any extended period of time, your enemy, light of any form. So cool, dry, dark place is what you want to do. Now I got to thinking, okay, there we go. Let me kill the radio real quick. Okay, maybe you live in an apartment. Maybe you don't got a lot of room to store a whole bunch of water. What's a way that you could still store it and keep it out of the light? Well, I thought cooler would be a pretty good idea. You could stick a couple gallons of water in a cooler, and then you'll have water for whatever you need. And I think having a couple gallons of water on hand at all times is a wonderful idea. For my case, I have a cabinet in my basement, sort of, and I can store a few, and I have a few gallons stored away down there. And you're thinking, well, geez, okay, so gallon jugs of water, where would I get these? I have a grocery store here in my state called Mark's. You could buy 2 gallon jugs of water for $1.79. Maybe you don't have that. Maybe you don't have such a great buy. I would just say, if you want to, you could run out and go to, like, say, a Walmart or a Target or someplace like that. Get yourself a couple gallon jugs of water and you'd be good to go. Always good to have a few. Just maybe next time you're at the grocery store, stock up. Toss like 2 of them in your grocery cart. Do that every couple times you go grocery shopping. Boom, before you know it, you have 10 gallons sitting in your house at all times. And also, being that we just got out of winter, I think it'd be an even better idea. Just because, stuff can happen. Maybe the pipes burst down your street, or, train just comes crashing through, or spills, toxic chemicals all over into the air. Oh, wait, didn't that just happen? And also, you're going to need some food as well. So, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, I'm a fan of canned peas. So, what I like to do, stock up on a couple cans of peas. Every time I go to the grocery store, instead of buying like one, I'll buy like 2 or 3 of them. My kids love macaroni and cheese. So, what the heck's going on here? What is this? Guy just randomly decides he wants a lane change like a few feet in front of me. I'm like, what the heck? Anyway, so my kids really like macaroni and cheese, so I always like to have some extra macaroni and cheese in place. Store it in my pantry. It's the same premise, just cool, dry, dark place. And oftentimes what I found is, if you keep rotating and you do it properly, you could keep most of that stuff for like a good, 6 months to a year. And just whenever you go to the grocery store, you buy a couple. So, maybe you might need a brown bag your lunch, so you got some extra money, and instead you can buy some extra canned goods or whatever for your pantry. And I just think it's a good idea. Maybe you don't really feel like coming home and cooking one night, so boom, there you go. Grab a couple canned goods, boom, simple, easy dinner. And mix around, experiment. I mean, there's tons of videos that you could find online about how to prepare a nice easy meal with some canned goods. Real simple stuff, doesn't take up a whole ton of space, easy to do. We're about to go around this bend here. There we go. Up the hill, and we continue. So like I said, given everything that's been going on, I very much encourage anyone, if you're able to stock up in any way, shape, or form, I would fully encourage you to do it. Get some extra water in your house, some extra canned goods. Because like I was saying yesterday, case in point, there's, how do I say this properly without possibly getting, canceled by the Skynet. There's very dark forces at work that's going on, whether it's the continued escalation between you country and bear country, or like I was mentioning yesterday, the leaders of dragon country and bear country, talking and becoming closer allies. And then not to get overly political, but the more I look at what's going on with the current administration and the politicians, and even just my own governor, the less it seems like any of them give an expletive about any of us. I mean, I'm not at all happy with our Governor DeWine. He's really disappointed me with a lot of what has happened and what he's been doing. It's just a very sad state of affairs. And you know what? The way I look at it and the more I think about it, I think it really befalls on us to try to just look out for each other and help each other out. And if you're able to stock up and add some extra canned goods or some extra water, whatever supplies you're able to get. I mean, go through the dollar store. If you guys want to if you guys want to see me do a video of some of the stuff that I go and get at the grocery store or at the dollar store, I very easily could, if that's something you'd be interested in. Usually, oftentimes when I go to the grocery store, I try to post like some grocery store short or something of what I'm seeing or some of the prices and stuff that's going on. Jesus Christ, this light's forever. Hopefully no one comes behind me. I might roll back. I love my stick shift car. I'm having so much fun with this car. But after yesterday's video, I just wanted to make a quick little follow-up video, just kind of off the cuff. Some thoughts, some simple advice, and like us, and everything I'm mentioning in this video is stuff that I'm trying to do myself. Like, just, go to the grocery store, get a couple extra gallons of water, some extra canned goods, keep it in your pantry, cool, dry, dark place, even if you've never stocked up a day in your life. And hey, if you're an expert at it, more than me, because it's something I've only just recently gotten into, comment below, let me know, offer some helpful tips for people, if it's something, if you randomly see this and you have some good advice for people, throw it down in the comments. I'll be happy to pin a good comment if I see it. But, let's close out. Just try to help each other out wherever we're able. We're in this together. We all got to try to do the best we can. And just try to look out for each other. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like, comment, and share. If you want to see more, let me know. Until next time, everybody. Take care.